Hello, my dear students. Welcome to day 2 of lesson number 3. Okay, students, in the last class we discussed about 3.1 activity. Okay, so students, these are the answers for 3.1 activity. Okay, once compare your answers with these students. Next, these are the answers for 3.1 questions. Okay, you can see here 1, 2, 3. Okay, next what we discuss, students, about reproduction of animals, right? There are two ways. What are those? Animals produce their babies by laying eggs and by giving birth. Okay, so and the young one of an animal is also known as its offspring, right? So students, you can see 3.2 answers here. Okay, is it clear? Next, pig and piglets, snail and baby snail. Okay, next, these are the similarities and differences. Okay, these are the answers of day 1 lesson number 3. Okay, next, students, now shall we start today's class? Okay, so everyone open page number 65 in your studio. Page number 65 in your studio. Look deep activity 3.3. Okay, look deep activity 3.3. So there is a poem. What is that? Let's read. Read the poem and answer the questions based on your understanding of the poem. Okay, so you have to read the poem and here they given some questions. Based on your understanding of the poem, you have to answer for these questions. Okay, students, shall we read the poem? Okay, so are you all ready? Okay, so listen carefully. Some animal babies from the animal kingdom formed a club. Oh, nice. And how they came from their mom. Okay, so why did they form a club? How they come to know how they come from their mom. Okay, so these included. So in that club, calves of yaks, cows and camels, little playful donkey foals, cubs of cheetahs, and walruses and a bear, pups of dogs, and fawns of a mare, a cute piglet, goat kids, and kittens of a cat, joeys of a kangaroo, and wallaby and a wombat. Baby animals from far and near found similar qualities among their peers. Okay, that within their mother's body they developed and grew. They were not laid in the form of an egg, rather given birth to. Okay, students, so some animal babies. Now we read what are the animals. Okay, some animal babies from the animal kingdom formed a club based on how they come from their mom. Okay, so students, remember that animals within their mother's body and they developed and grew. Okay, so it means their mothers gave birth to them. Okay, their mothers gave birth to them. They were not laid in the form of an egg. Okay, they were not laid in the form of an egg. Okay, so students, let's read questions of this poem. Okay, so to better understand, read the poem once again, students. Okay, now there are the names, offsprings. Okay, so next, let's read question and answers. First one, why do you think all the animals in the poem decided to form a club? Why do you think, students? Why do you think? Read the poem, and why do you think all the animals in the poem decided to form a club? Why they form a club? Reason. What is the reason behind that? Write the answer. Okay. And second question. Name a few more animals that can join the club. Name a few more animals that can join the club. Okay. So next, third one. Do you think humans belong to this club? Why or why not? Okay, students. Here in these clubs, there are the animals only their mothers gave birth to them. That's it. Okay, they were not laid in the form of an egg. So do you think humans belong to this club or not? Okay. Human beings produce their babies by giving birth or laying eggs. So you have to write here if they belong to the group, belong to this club or not. Okay. Next, fourth one. Name three animals that can't join this club. Why? Okay. Name three animals that cannot join this club. Why? Okay. So remember, students, here are the animals. Within their mother's body, they developed and grew. They were not laid in the form of an egg. Okay. So students, complete this 3.3 activity. Okay. Look deep activity. Next, students, turn to the next page. Page number 66. So students, I said to you, animals produce their babies by giving in two ways. One is by giving birth and the other one is by laying eggs. Right? So students, the young ones of some animals grow inside the mother's body for a certain period of time. Okay, so this is one way how animals produce their babies. Okay, so the young ones of some animals grow inside the mother's body for a certain period of time. So animals carry their babies a certain period of time in their body. Okay, so once they are ready to survive in the world outside, their mother gives birth to them. Okay, so their mother gives birth to them once they are ready to survive in the world outside. So next, after giving birth, animals that give birth to young ones and next secrete milk to their young ones are called mammals. Okay, so what are mammals, students? Here mammals or animals that produce their babies by giving birth and they feed their babies on their own milk. Okay, students, is it clear? So listen carefully about mammals. Mammals are animals. Okay. So they produce their babies by giving birth. It means they carry their babies in their body a certain period of time. Okay. After a few days or few months, they give birth to them. Okay. And later they they feed their babies on their own milk, so that are called mammals. That are called mammals. Give birth to their babies and feed their babies on their own milk. That animals, that type of animals are called mammals. Okay students, is it clear? Next, it is always the female animal that gives birth to young ones and feeds them. Only female animals only, not male animals. Okay, only female animals give birth to young ones and uh, feeds them. Okay, next, elephants, dolphins, lions, whales and monkeys are a few examples of mammals. Okay, so students, there are many mammals. Okay, there are few examples for mammals. What are those? Elephants, dolphins, lions, whales and monkeys. Okay, so students, write more example for mammals. Okay, hope you understood about mammals. Produce their babies by giving birth and feed their babies with their own milk. Okay, what are those? You have to write many examples for mammals. Okay, in our everyday life we can see many animals in our surroundings. Mammals, many mammals we can see in our surroundings like cow, dog, okay, cat. So like you have to write examples for mammals. Okay, and students, you can see here elephant and her calf, and dolphin and her pup. So cute, right? And next you can see dog feeding her puppy's milk. Okay, dog also give birth to their babies. Have you seen ever dog is laying egg? No. Okay, so they carry their babies in their bodies and later they give birth to their puppies. And see, you can see here dog feeding her puppy's milk. Okay, so students, there is something in this box. It's so interesting. Once read this. There are rare cases where mammals lay eggs. Okay, what is that? We'll see. Okay, see here students. So there are rare cases, only some animals, some mammals lay eggs. Mammals means what are mammals? Animals that give birth, but few animals lay eggs. They are mammals even though they lay eggs. They are mammals even though lay eggs. Okay, so such type of animals are called monotremes. What we call monotremes. So their young ones hatch from eggs but drink milk from their mother. Okay, is it clear? So their young ones hatch from eggs but drink milk from their mother. Such animals are called monotremes. So what are those? The duck-billed platypus and the echidna. You can see here echidna picture. Okay, and spiny anteater. So it is nothing but a common name for echidna. Okay, so you can see the picture of echidna. It's a monotreme. Okay, these are the only examples for monotremes: duck-billed platypus and echidna. Okay, so students, animals which are laying eggs are called egg laying animals. Okay, and animals which produce their babies by giving birth are called mammals. Okay, so animals produce their babies by laying eggs but they feed their babies. Such type of animals are called monotremes. What we call monotremes. It's a new word. Okay, students, remember it carefully. Monotremes. So their young ones hatch from eggs but drink milk from their mother. Okay, examples are duck-billed platypus and echidna. Okay, in the next live class, I will ask what is mean by monotremes and next examples for monotremes and what are mammals. Okay, in the next live class, I will ask. So remember, you have to remember carefully. Okay, students. Next, the young ones are much smaller in size compared to an adult. Okay, so the young ones are much smaller in size compared to an adult, so they need care and guidance from the adults till they grow enough to take care of themselves. Okay, even though human beings also, okay, human babies also need care and guidance from the adults till they grow enough to take care of themselves. So like that, animals also need care from their adults till they grow enough to take care of themselves. Okay, so students, next 3.4 activity, think and ink activity. 3.4 activity, page number 67. Let's read. We have now learnt about the different ways in which animals reproduce. Two different ways: by laying eggs, by giving birth. Okay, right. So compare and contrast the characteristics of the young ones in figure 3. So in figure 3 we have to compare and contrast. In the blue space, describe the young ones of egg laying animals. So in this only blue space, you have to describe about young ones that hatch from eggs. Next, in the yellow space, describe the young ones of animals that give birth. In the blue, egg laying animals. In the yellow, by giving birth. Okay, young ones of animals that give birth. And in the green space where the circles overlap, in this where the circle overlap, you can see here in green color space, you have to fill in the characteristics that are common to both type of young ones. Common things common to both type of young ones. Okay, so in the blue color box you have to write about egg laying animals, and in the yellow color space you have to write about animals that give birth, and in the green color space you have to write common characteristics to both type of young ones. Okay students, next, so carefully complete it. 3.4. In the next class I'll give answers. Okay, so animals reproduce by laying eggs or by giving birth to young ones of their own kind. There are two ways how animals produce their babies. Okay students, next turn to the next page, page number 68. Okay, so without reproduction, animals will continue to decrease in numbers and eventually disappear from earth. Okay, so students, if there is no reproduction life process, what would happen? Not only for animals, any living thing, okay, will continue to decrease in numbers and eventually disappear from earth. Okay, so it is so important, this reproduction life process is so important for all living things to reproduce, to continue their existence. Okay students, so reproduction is most important life process. If there is no reproduction life process, animals and all living things will continue to reduce in numbers and disappear from earth. Okay students, next complete this. Now I can you identify the ways in which animals reproduce? Can you identify ways in which animals reproduce? Two ways, right? Okay. So, can you analyze the similarities and differences between the young ones of egg-laying animals and mammals? Yes, my students can, because they are very clever. Okay. So, complete this. Now I can students. Next, there is a question for us. What is that? What changes do young ones go through to become adults? Okay, so from young one stage to adult stage, what are the changes? Now we'll see. So all animals that come into this world live for a certain number of years, grow old and die. Oh, yes. Next, during their lifetime, living things go through a number of stages from time they are born until they become fully grown. So there are number of stages. Okay. So the stage of their life it which they are fully grown is known as the adult stage. So last stage of not last stage, the stage of their life at which they are fully grown అంటే కంప్లీట్గా గ్రో అయ్యే స్టేజ్ని ఏమంటారు అడల్ట్ స్టేజ్. ఓకే, సో నెక్స్ట్ అడల్ట్స్ కెన్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ యంగ్ వన్స్ who then continue the cycles of life and death. Okay, so young ones produce this adult stage. At the adult stage, produce adult in the adult stage only, animals or any living thing produce young ones. Okay, next, hence growth and reproduction are important life processes for every living thing. Next, the stages of development that occur during the lifetime of a living thing, including birth and death, are known as its life cycle. What is mean by life cycle? The stages of development that occur during the lifetime of a living thing, including birth and death, are known as its life cycle. So the stages that occur in the life cycle of different living things may vary. So it means different life cycles of animals are different from one another. Okay, so let us now learn about the life cycles of two egg-laying animals that are quite different from each other. Okay, students, about life cycle. And now what I am saying, adult stage, life cycle, fully grown. So you don't understand, I think. Okay, so to better understand, we'll discuss life cycles of animals. Okay, so in the next class, we'll get a clarification about what is mean by life cycle and what is adult stage. Okay, in the next class we'll discuss about this. Okay, students, until that, bye, take care, and share your answers with our school group. What I gave today home fun, this 3.3 about poem, and this 3.4. Okay, students, share your answers with our school group. Bye bye, take care.